Good morning. Welcome to this week's episode of Morning Mastermind. Today I've got 5 great riddles to help get your creative juices flowing. So let's get right to them.
Welcome to Problem Solved.
Riddle number 1. So there's a man who encountered a bear in a wasteland. There's nobody else there. Both of them got frightened and ran away. So the man ran up to the north and the bear ran over to the west. And the man suddenly stopped, aimed his gun directly south, and shot the bear dead. What color was the bear? Number 2. Do my friends up in England have a 4th of July? Number 3. What is greater than God, more evil than the devil? The poor have it, the rich need it, and yet if you eat it, you'll die. Number 4. So we got 2 friends just having a conversation, and one of them asks the other, well, Peter, how old are your children? Well, Thomas, there are 3 of them, and when you multiply their ages together, the total is 36. Thomas then replies, well, that's not enough information to figure out how old each of them is. So Peter replies, well, the sum of their ages is exactly a baker's dozen. To which Thomas replies, well, that's still not enough information. Then Peter ends off, okay, well, the last thing you need to know is that my oldest child wears a red hat. With that, Thomas is like, I got it now. How old were each of Peter's children? Okay, number 5, the last one. So yesterday is 3 days before the day that is 3 days before Sunday. What's today? Well, there you go. If you want more time to think about any of the riddles, feel free to pause the video, back it up to look at them again. But for the rest of us, we're going to go to the answers. For the first riddle, the man and the bear in the wasteland, the bear was white. And how do we know this? Well, if he ran to the north and then shot south, the only way that he could hit something that had run west was if every direction around him was south, which only occurs at the North Pole. So the bear had to be white. The second one, if my England friends have a 4th of July, well, of course they do. They also have a 1st of July, 2nd of July, and a 3rd of July, and so on and so forth for the rest of July. So, number 3, the thing greater than God and more evil than the devil. All the rest of the riddle, the answer is nothing. I mean, follow along with the riddle, it makes sense. So, number 4, you have the conversation about their ages. So, the first piece of information that we're given is that there are 3 children, and multiplying their ages together gives a total of 36. So, if you go through and make a list of all the different sets of 3 numbers that when multiplied together equal 36, you either get that Peter has a child that is 1 year old, a child that is 6 years old, and then 2 children that are 6 years old, or you have that he has 2 2-year-olds and 1 9-year-old. So since there's 2 options, that makes it so we still don't know what are the specific ages. It doesn't help that a baker's dozen is 13 and 1 plus 6 plus 6 is 13, as is 2 plus 2 plus 9. So still the sum of their ages still isn't enough. The final clue, that the oldest child wears a red hat, is what gives it away, because that means that there is 1 oldest child. So of the options, a 1-year-old and 2 6-year-olds, and 2 2-year-olds and a 9-year-old, only one of those options has a single oldest child. So Peter's children have to be ages 2, 2, and 9. Then for the last one, yesterday being 3 days before the day that is 3 days before Sunday, we'll take the 2 sets of 3 days, add them together so you get 6. So 6 days before Sunday is Monday, but notice we said that yesterday is the day that is 3 days before 3 days before. So that means yesterday was Monday, so today is Tuesday, which technically today's Monday with the video, but for the riddle it's Tuesday. So that concludes this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed the riddles, and you may have noticed I'm starting to include a few more of the mathy type ones. Let me know in the comments below what you think of those. So with that, just make sure to share this video with some friend who also enjoys riddles or that you think should enjoy riddles. And with that, we're going to end. This has been Problem Solved.